Hello, hello. I'm using the same recording settings from last time, so hopefully this will be just fine. I don't know if the audio and music and my voice is... if I'm too loud, if the music's too loud. But I think I should be good. I'm sure someone will tell me if it's off. Okay. So, last we left off, I had a problem of importing Act 1 saves over, so it turns out in the back scenes I had to redo everything that I did in the first video, except get to a different point this time. But now I'm good. Got my Act 1 saves moved over, I have the E-cell batteries, and I got to the same point, which was I'd just gotten the tickets. Joey, what? Are you okay? No, I mean, yes, I'm fine. I just can't believe you did that. She trusted us. That was so horrible. I guess it was. Another different thing is I did some different choices this time around. So before I chose the, corn horns, and this time I chose the traffic cone horns. Before I had Elward go over and convince Chicksy, this time I had the mean guy do it, just for the sake of getting the different achievements. But it was kind of mean, yeah. Didn't think he'd actually be that nasty to a complete stranger. It's just never a good idea to involve guys like that in anything. I'm sorry, Zephyros. But at least now she'll be safe, right? Anyway, now we have 2 real tickets. We don't even need to do that Blue Blood shady deal. Let's get ready to board. Yeah. Let's talk to you one more time. Hey Marvis. Yo Joe, what's up? Oh, just managed to get 2 tickets after all. We didn't even end up having to use that Cerulean Troll's help. Nice, you're a real diligent one, Joe. No shortcuts. By the book. I like it. Yeah. Well, see you on board then. See you. You settle in and wait for the train to arrive. Ah, we made it. Yeah, now we just have to wait. It's kind of crowded in here. Are we gonna have to stand the whole way? We might be able to sneak into the Lucis Cabooses with Dear Cat when we need to sleep. I've done it. Sleep? How long? Oh, I just got a message on Damek's tablet. Hi, Joey. It's great to finally talk to you. But I kind of have some bad news. You only have 11 days. Zephyros? What does this mean, Zephyros? Oh, I don't know. Who sent this? Should I message back? I think that's Fiamet? Who is that? Fiamet is one of the other Tetrarchs. She's a Sea Dweller, but Damek trusts her. I've never spoken to her myself, though. Okay, I'm gonna ask her what she means. What does that mean? It's a little complicated. But the TLDR is, if you don't go back through the return portal in 11 days, both Earth and Alternia will be destroyed. So hurry it up! What? I'm really sorry, but I have to go AFK for a while. Feel free to leave a comment and I'll reply as soon as I can. Remember, reviews are always appreciated. Flames will be used to roast marshmallows. Wait, what does that mean Earth will be destroyed? Return portal? What return portal? Oh my god, you're not gonna answer me. Oh my god, what does that mean, Zephyros? I don't know. Is she serious? Should we believe her? What do we do? I don't know. We need to... Oh my god, I just got another message. Hey there. It's Crudea. I'm just gonna get it out of the way and say I know everything, so no need for introductions. Fiamet must have just messaged you right now. Yes, she did. And I'm kind of freaking out about it. What was she talking about? 11 days. What return portal? What did she mean Earth is gonna be destroyed? Oh, don't worry about that. It's not true? Oh, it's completely true. Which is fine, but it won't happen unless we let it, which we won't. How do we not let it happen exactly? It's so much to talk over text. Come meet up with me on my island and I'll tell you all about it, Jivik Week. We're on train right now. How long is it going to take for us to get there? Oh, that depends on what stop you're coming from. Where did you get on? Near a place called Outglut? Going by the local route? About a week or so then. Such pain. A week? Your friends just said we have 11 days until both our planets blow up. Heh, yeah. I guess that's a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem? Hey, relax. You can still reroute the train onto the express track. That should cut the trip down a few hours. No big deal. Great. How are we supposed to reroute an entire train exactly? Well, the controls will be up in the engine room, up at the front of the train. So I suppose you'll just have to get up there and, control them. Great. Thanks for the help. You're welcome. Alright, I've got to get back to my party preparations. A big week coming up, Jivik Week. Toodles! Bye! Ah, Sephiroth! Zephyros? What do we do? I guess we just have to do what she said? Can we really just walk up to the front of the train? Just like that? I mean, in theory. Aren't there, segregated sections and we're all the way at the back? Yeah. So it's not gonna be that simple. Probably not. Do you think we'll get in trouble if we just try to walk through? Trouble. Well, there's always a risk of that no matter where we are or what we do. Well, I guess we'd better get moving. Yeah. Alright, now I know there's a thing for talking to everybody on this train. Hi. Howdy, y'all. Say, you're looking a little worse for wear there. Me? Oh, yeah, I did spend several hours under a bunch of rocks a while ago. I'm fine now here. Joey saved my life. Well, don't that just beat all. I know how loose I can get when their wrigglers are in a trouble. Real instincts on them. What? Oh, I'm not his Lucis, I'm a troll. See the horns? Oh, never mind that. I just got Lucy on the think pan. I ain't exactly running at peak performance at the moment. You see, my Lucis is real sick. I'm afraid she ain't gonna make it to the end of the journey. Oh my gosh, that's awful. I'm so sorry your Lucis is sick. Yeah, it got me in a real way, but it ain't as if things could be worse. That's what my Lucis always used to say. See here, Scala, we could all of us always be more dead or more kidnapped. So seeing as how we ain't there, there's really isn't any room for belly aching, is there? But what's wrong with your Lucis? I can usually tell what's going on with her easy, but I've tried everything I can think of. The truth of the matter is, she ain't gonna get better unless I can get some curatives into her. Maybe we could ask around and see if anyone has any kind of Lucis medicine, if that's a thing. Sure is, and I've already asked everyone in the Rusty car, but they're all fresh out or they ain't sharing. Well, we're planning to head up to the front of the train, so maybe we could ask around for you? I don't even rightly know what to say. No shit? I'm not thrilled about it either, but we'll keep an eye out for Lucis medicine. Oops, my stream title. Oops. Hold on. I should probably fix that. Give me 1 second. Let's see, this will be Hiveswap Act 2, Part 2. Almost forgot I did that. Categories and set. Oh, probably not. I never forget. I never remember to do things like that. Yeah, it's all good. Cool. Cool. Okay. Back to what I was doing. That'd make me happy as an oink beast in mud. Don't mind me, yo. I only got a little speck of something in my eye. I'd be much obliged if you brought me back anything you find. Okay. There's a lot of people to talk to. We need to get to the front of the train. Oh, I was just talking to Zephyros. Oh, I thought I had to, like, talk to every background troll, but I guess it's just the named characters. Yeah, okay. All the recognizable ones, basically. Greetings, my pale and haggard friend. Join me, won't you? Join you in what? Sitting? There isn't any room. Join me in the fantastical pursuits of the inner eye, the misty domain of dreams, the unadorned sparkle of the limitless psyche. You're just talking about thinking, right? Oh, I do like to imagine stuff sometimes. Sometimes I imagine I don't live in a merciless hellscape where I'm never sure when and how I'll be gruesomely murdered. The noggin, the noodle, the inexhaustible noise box between the ears. Thoughts are free, my sweaty and slightly odious friend. What are you thinking about so hard? Why, the skies, of course. What else is there worth turning the mind to? Don't you ever feel the call of the wild? The siren song of distant bluer skies? Don't you ever feel the need to just tog yourself to the braces and set out on a grand adventure? No, I don't, actually. In fact, I think anyone who just drops everything to run off into the blue like that is the opposite of heroic. It's irresponsible. And now I'm shouting and everyone on this train is looking at me. Joey? Let's go, Zephyros. If ever you find yourself desirous of pursuing the deep, star-drenched firmament through the hazy corridors of the No, thanks, we're fine. Turns out fretting over your loved one's imminent demise can really put a damper on an idyllic jaunt through the countryside. Hey, hot dog boy! Oh hey, is that a hot dog? That's like the first place of normal food I've seen since I've got here. I don't know what you're talking about. The hot dog that you're holding in your hand? Is it rude to point out someone's hot dog? Not as far as I know. Oh, no. No. We're not going to talk about my oblong meat product. Now. Or ever. Sorry, we didn't realize it was a sore subject. My delicacy is extremely personal and private, and I refuse to say anything more about that. Well, you are kind of waving it around in our faces. What? And that's an excuse for shamelessly ogling? I'm not even that interested in your hot dog, I was just trying to start some small talk. You're the one who won't drop it. Are you insane? I would never drop it. What's so special about it? Is it some kind of expensive meat? No. Who told you that? This meat product is no one special. I mean, nothing special. It's just a simple meal for an average troll. Well, you have fun with that, I guess. Oh, did I mistype it? Oh, jeez. Hold on. I typed Act 2, Part 2, didn't I? Or am I just not looking at things? No, I typed Act 1. Shoot. Hiveswap Act 2, Part 2. Yes. There we go. Okay, that should be fixed forever now. But please let me know if I made more mistakes. Back to make another desperate play for my meat, I see. Contemptible. No, we aren't actually. Let's just go. Hi! Are you talking to me? Yes, my name is Joey. Mine's Marsty. Sorry to be a bother, we can see that you're cleaning. Someone's gotta do it, so it might as well be me. In fact, I insist that it's me. So, is this your whole job? Just scrubbing? What do you mean? Don't people have jobs here? Well, I guess I don't have a job, but I know that they are. I know what they are. Usually the drones take care of this sort of thing, but sometimes they don't make it down the rest blood car. And when I say sometimes, I mean most times. Luckily, I'm extremely passionate about making sure the work gets done myself. Can't stop without a good reason. The fact that I need to get by isn't a good enough reason. I'm focusing on me right now. This is about self-care. Kinda need you to move, though. Oh, it's you guys again. We just want to let you know that we've got a good reason. See that tall girl over there with the really great jacket? Her Lucis is sick, and we need to get to the next car to find medicine for it. Oh, I was just fucking with you, to be honest. I didn't expect you to actually find a good reason. Almost sneezed there. Oh, jeez. No, I'm done scrubbing the gaper anyway, so go ahead. Okay. Well, what are you waiting for? Is there anything else to click on? Can I dance? Dance my little heart out. Meat doesn't really put you in a dancing mood. Well. Fires, eat the hot dog! Hey, keep that feather beast away from my meat product. It's already got a treat. Okay. Well, you like sky. How would you like a bird? No. Okay, fine. Oh, I love a good feather beast. How you doing, sweetie? Cute. Yeah, there's not really any thing to do or talk with, I guess. Alright. Alright, whew. So we've just got to keep going this way, and it's a straight shot to the engine room, huh? Yeah. Next up, it'll be the yellow and olive blood train car. Well, this is definitely a pain, but I guess it's simple enough to get between cars. I don't know about that. Nobody cares if rust bloods mingle, but getting through the next cars might be tough. We're not supposed to be outside of our assigned car. And even if there aren't any drones on board to catch us, the other trolls will notice. Sometimes that can be worse. Well, we'll just have to be careful then. We've gotten this far. Trans-dimensional portals, explosions, drones, tons of rebel, more drones and explosions. What's a few stuck-up train passengers next to all that? We should get moving. Yeah, let's go. Send buyers ahead to do some recon. First car down, now we just gotta do... There's screaming happening. Send buyers out. Where? In this car? Or like at this in-between part? The Toby Fox car. Okay, well I don't see anything to click on here, so... I feel when I see two prime targets for Mighty Triz's epic Coalfield standing on this train full of normies. Hello there? Girl is okay, pale and squirmy, maybe 6 out of 10. Maybe if we were last two trolls in Fiery Apocalypse. I have no idea what you're saying to me. He means that you are ugly, but he might consider you for a concupiscent quadrant if everyone else were dead. Wow. Is this what you meant when you said everything would get worse as we got further up the train? Not exactly. LOL. Yes, Cuprum is the worst. That is why he is mine. I said shut up! And again, I will tell you no! Ugh, there they go again with the Ash solicitations. They are practically gagging for someone to come sort them out. We never fight like that, LOL. No, we never have conflicts at all that we discuss. So you guys are Kismesses? LOL. We're pale as the drip from a muscle beast teat, Rusty. Thanks for taking our relationship and making it sound as disgusting as possible. Is there a reason why you're just clinging to his back like that? Get a load of this idiot. Doesn't know Void Rot when she sees it. Yeah, I got Void Rot. My body does not retain the energy it needs to keep it powered on. So I am slowly dying. All the time. Without an external power source. Is that what you're doing on his back? Like, pulling energy out of him to stay alive? For now, LOL. Going off-world in a few sweeps. Be me, 9 sweeps. Helmsman and Imperial Battleship. Blissfully brain-fucked by moistened tentacles. Personality gone, memories ganked, now kin with spaceship. Oh jeez. Will finally spread my wings. The only thing that's gonna get spread are your individual synaptic nerves when Triza picks them apart with her claws. Into it. I know. Joey, let's move on. Right. Yeah, I can tell by the music this is Toby Fox's car. LOL, those two over there have been losing it for like the whole ride. You should just leave them alone. Oh, we weren't gonna get involved. We just need to get to the next car. LMAO, are you for real? That's the Jade car. I know. Well, do what you want, but if you gotta get involved, I might have to get involved, and I'm not about that life. Better not to risk it to take it from someone who knows LMAO. Oh, by the way, I'm Siraba. I'm Joey. Hi, I'm Zephyros. You guys on Twitter? Here, add me. Wow, you've got a lot of followers. Yeah, I got a few. It's no big deal. I'm on GrubTube, too. I do music mostly. Oh, neat. Wow, it's so cool to meet you. What was that, Rusty? Oh, nothing. I already follow you. My Morrail and I listen to you all the time when we, do stuff. Oh my god, content warning. That's not what I meant. What's your Morrail's at? Did they follow me too? He might, but he's on locked account. Yeah, I know how it is. It's rough to be on a low blood in public eye nowadays. LMAO I. Didn't even do that on purpose. Oh, you mean your, yeah, no worries, you can look at it, it's right there. Yeah, wow. You want to know how it happened, don't you? Not exact. Sarava gouged at their own eye. What? Man, I remember when they streamed it and everything. It was extreme. Nah, it wasn't a big deal. But what? Why? I don't... That's just the fashion nowadays, right? LOL. Me and the Tetrarch always figured it was a radical protest against the hemaspectrum. Cutting out your own eye reduces your desirability as a helmsman, right? Yeah. Miss me with that battery shit, thanks. Didn't it hurt? Yeah, I mean, I guess, LOL. But for real, enough about me. Don't get involved with those two. Talk to you later. Anything more to say? Come back and visit us again. It's a long train ride. Stay fresh, kids. LMAO. You look interesting. Look at those two. Unbelievably unprofessional. Airing out their issues, committing all these violent acts out in the open like that for free, where anyone can see. It's a really bad business model for the rest of us. Huh? The rest of us? Some of us need to make a living. Anyway, call me Pompa. What's the job? What? Job? Low blood, high blood, doesn't matter. I'll do it. I don't think that we need to resort to these sorts of drastic measures yet. We're just trying to make it to the front of the train. It's turning out to be way more stressful than I was expecting. Sorry, can't really help you with that one. You need some violence done? Lift me up. Otherwise, keep moving. You found a target for me yet? Nope, nope, nope. Also, hello, you! Code is so big you can only see that person's eyes. In fact, those might not even be eyes, honestly. I remember you. You were super interesting. Psst, do I know you? I was informed there would be an asset on this train. Well, you can answer with either I'm Joey or I'm Zephyros. I'm Joey, always. I don't think we met. I'm Joey. Call me Boldir. Psst, is that a code name or a cast name? Just a regular name? Did they send you to meet me? Who? Psst, it's alright. I'm clean. But I understand your caution. There are ears everywhere, and it would be better to downplay our connection. I feel like I'm talking to my brother, Yeesh. What's a brother? Please give it to me in plain text. Don't worry about it. Psst, I'm glad we managed to connect here. The universal reconvergence is beginning. What in the world? The implications of this reversal are far-reaching and unforeseeable. The wind is shifting, and the fate of gods and mortals are no longer joined. The void resounds. The paths intertwine. And those two are extremely loud. Zephyros, do you have any idea what she's talking about? Nope. Wink. Yes. Person who just knows everything. I'll pass on any other communications as they arrive. Great? Look at this poor bastard, just covered in plushies or something. Okay, what's up with these bastards? You fool! Thanks to your scurrying and reckless behavior, we lost sight of our mark. If it weren't for you trying to show off, I would have clawed him apart. I've told you over and over, Connell, that was not a cull job. You knew that. Who cares? You wasted your time with your stupid, dorky speech. Not every fight needs a 13-minute lead-up. At least one of us is a professional. I'm talking about me. I'm the professional. Now our client is going to be after us. Nice going. Why would you listen to me, stupid smug idiot Nookgape? Connell, please. You're making a scene. You're making a scene. Excuse me, can we get by here? They're really going at it, huh? Someone get these guys in asbestos. What? Oh, it's the third party international relationship. I have no idea what that means. It's like a person who helps mediate a contentious relationship and prevent it from escalating too far. Whether it to be prevent colliginous infidelity or any other excessively colliginous situation that would be undesirable to the other two in the quadrant. That would be undesirable to the other two in the quadrant. Colliginous? I guess I'm not explaining this very well. You really don't know about this stuff? No, I don't. Oh, things must be really different from where you're from. Yes, they are. Oh, well, all I mean is maybe we can find someone here to help? We probably just have to get them to stop fighting long enough to get a word in. They're not even looking our way. I know how to fix that. You're worried she'll think you're trying to challenge her to a fight to the death. Well, you're absolutely not dancing for this weirdo. You're not even dancing near him. Oh, that's not fair. Dance near him. Dancey dance. Shine a flashlight in their eyes. Get that out of my face. You want to spook her with the flashing lights? Let's see. There's everything in there already. Treat any of these hypothetical wounds, you insist you were doing it wrong. Put over her muscles. She could punch virus right into the air. Might just zap him into the air. Yeah, I don't need spices. I eat my food plain. No spice never hurt anything. What are these pathetic little pictures? No thank you. Too serious, Pogs. Have a treat. Maybe offer these to Connell. She's the one who's acting like a dumb animal. Wasteful. Okay, you can't do shit. Not waste it, you might need it. No thanks, I don't drink. Roleplay is boring and for losers. One thing she gets a response from. Better not overexert yourself. Okay. I don't think she's part of the resistance, but she doesn't seem normal. Maybe it's the hat. Hi. We're searching for a way to get into the next car. Wow, yeah, we are. You're really well informed. I'm pretty sure that she just overheard us talking. There are numerous different avenues for intelligence gathering, some less complicated than others. Do you think you can help us talk some sense into those trolls down there? Those two? Absolutely not. Do you know who they are? They're just loud. Connell, Okama, and Azdaja Neelix. Incredibly well known in mercenary circles. Are you a mercenary? No, I just have a finger in a lot of circles. And squares. And parallelograms. That's a joke, right? Yes. Okay, I'm having a little trouble figuring out when people are being serious or not. Almost everything sounds like a joke recently. Understandable. Apologies, but it would be foolhardy to the extreme to get involved with the likes of them. Well, you do it. Hey, so, did you mean what you said before? What did I say before? That we could talk to you if we needed some violence done? That we can't do ourselves? I may have said that, or something similar. Mostly to get you to leave me alone, but I'm always open for new work if the proposition is genuine. Okay, well, normally I wouldn't condone violence. Fine, whatever, I respect your odd politics. Actually, no I don't, I'm lying. Who do you need taken out? No taking out! Maybe you could just knock them down? Okay, well, I'm confused. What do you need? I just need you to distract those arguing trolls long enough to break up their fight. No killing, or culling, or anything like that. I could take the Owl Blood down, but the Psychic is going to be a problem. I'll take the job, provided you can find a way to distract him. I don't want to get blasted by an I-beam. It's already been a rough few days. That's fair. What about you? Can you do anything helpful? What if we found someone to distract Connell, the one with the claws and very loud voice? Would you help us with the other one? No. There's probably other people with psychic powers here you can ask, but it ain't ever gonna be me. I feel like a conversation was missed there. I didn't talk to you about the fight yet. I need to get up in the shit. Not everybody's survival instincts are as good as mine. Hey! Oh, it's my new best hate friends. If you were trying to stop two people from fighting long enough to talk to them, how would you do it, hypothetically? Mess them up? Own them? Obviously, I would want to incapacitate them in some way and make it difficult for them to retaliate. If you have some sort of projectile, you could shoot them both from a safe distance. Okay, it's not hypothetical. My projectile idea was not hypothetical either. We're not going to shoot them. Well, if you had someone who could drain off psychic energy, then you could stop the gold blood. Hypothetically, I could do it. but I wouldn't because the other one would knock me out with her big sharp fists. You'd have to do something about her first. Well then, do I have a deal for you? See that girl over there with the bandages? She's gonna take care of the olive blood if someone handles the gold blood. Interesting. Okay. You're helping these normies? Well, why? Because I feel like you aren't the boss of me. You think he's cute, don't you? You want to be his third Moriel, don't you? If I had eyes, I'd roll them. Let me know when you're ready for me. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get this done. Ready, if you are. Okay. Just where do you think you're going? Back off, we're having a boring, non-violent discussion. My friend and I really need to get by here. Could you stop your argument for 1 second, please? What is this, some kind of solicitation? Pathetic. My mate Sprit and I have better arguments to have than with the likes of you. Huh, I assumed you guys were kiss-messes. You assumed wrong. What in the world are you guys talking about? I'll explain later. Be gone if you know what's good for you. Yeah, well, we still really need to get by, so you really need to get the hell out of my face. Can't you see I'm busy? My mate Sprit is being a total tool. Let's be diplomatic. Well, you know, actually, my friend told me that sometimes even mate Sprits need a third to come in and, smooth things over. Are you serious? You are a total fucking moron. What about the situation makes you believe we need the likes of you? Fraternizing with one so far below me. It is beneath the dignity of my position. You don't even have any sort of position. Please, Colonel, I'm owning these peons at the moment. Shut the hell up, Azdaja. Hey, I have no idea what's going on, but you can't talk to Zephyros like that. This isn't really what I meant by mediation. Colonel. What? Check out this miserable, worthless speck with her equally worthless rust-blood servant. They think they can stand up to me. That is funny. But I'm so mad at you. Why are you two still here? Are you not going to give up? I'm not giving up. No, clearly I will not. Arrgh, you are infuriating. I'll tell you what, kid. You want to get by? Do your worst. Excuse me? You hear me? You're talking really quiet all of a sudden, actually. You heard me. Take me in a fight. One-on-one. I think what my partner's trying to say is such. I challenge you to a duel. Beat me one-on-one and we'll let you pass. What? That's ridiculous. How am I supposed to duel you both one-on-one at the same time? I wanted to fight first. I have a lot of pent-up aggression. And I honestly could use an outlet. Listen, Khan, as loath as I am to admit it, defending your honor from these two despicable rogues is my duty. What are you talking about? They are lowbloods. Yeah? And so am I. Yes? And as far above them as my natural intellect, martial prowess, and good looks might place me, in the end we are one and the same. The lowly bottom of the hero spectrum. So as your partner and your mate Sprit, it is my duty, no, my privilege, to put them in their place. Wow, Daya, okay. Okay. If that's what you want? It is what I want. I thought it might be harder to convince you. I thought you might think I was being dramatic. Oh, I know you're being dramatic. That's why I like you. Oh, right, of course. Are you guys? You heard her. Beat me one-on-one and you can pass. You mean you only want to fight one of us, right? It doesn't matter. As Daya could defeat you both effortlessly. Don't take too long to prepare. I don't like being kept waiting. I guess they're serious? They really want us to fight them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. They're really not gonna hurt us, are they? No, I'll protect you, Joey. I don't want you to get hurt either. I'll be fine. Let's just go. I'm gonna fight you. Just swing a bat at you. Try it, buddy. I am. There's absolutely no possible world where you are going to sneak attack them with psionics. None. I'll hit you with a bat. Ahaha, no. Better not overexert yourself. Okay, fine. What can I do? I'll dance at you. Strife. Let the duel begin! Alrighty. Use the bat. X gonna give it to you. Weak, the girl behind you could swing harder. It's time to do. I banish you to the Shadow Realm. Throw a book at you. Reading about nerd games. Flarping his kitty shit. Reading about sports. Begone, jock. Take that. Are you kidding me? Joey, dance. Just like Fred Astaire. Pathetic. Don't hurt my friend. His power level hits. Oh shit! Nice. Joey, are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. I just got knocked down. Wow, Zephyros, I didn't know you were that strong. Huh? How'd you do that? That was really cool. Oh, I'm not exactly sure. I have been defeated. That little twerp must have been cheating. I'll kick his ass. That is unnecessary. The Burgundy Blood has proven himself a worthy opponent. I hate seeing you like this. If I hadn't been flipping out on you, would have never... I'm sorry, Asdaya. What? It's not so often you were the first to admit defeat in an argument. Apology accepted. Oh, shut up. You were such a nerd. I apologize as well. Our failed mission does not mean our entire partnership has fallen apart. I was a fool. Yeah, you were. We both made mistakes. Let's just move on. Yay! Hug it out. Hug it out, bros. Seems we've attracted quite the audience. Ugh, look at everyone that's going to think we're vacillating. I refuse to be your Morail, or your Kismeses. And I sure as hell don't want to end up in a three-way with Snooze Fest with a random stranger. Can't you see? I just want to be your partner. Ew. That can be arranged. Well, actually, it's already arranged. We've been dating for an entire sweep. Let's get back to doing what we do best. Brutally hunting down people for money. Hell yes. What in the world is going on here? Romance. So I guess his psychic powers get unlocked when he's real angry about stuff. So that's interesting. I mean, he is a rage player, so I'm not too surprised. Okay. So, sorry if this is kind of a personal question, but... Huh? I get the impression that your species has sort of... Well, the way you seem to do romance is very different from what I'm used to on my planet. Really? Yeah, you keep using all these terms I don't understand, like, what is it, monorail? Morail. Yeah, that, and like, kismesis. Yeah, that. Can you try to explain? It's harder than you'd think to explain something that's been part of your life your whole life. How is your planet different? The only thing we really consider romance is the kind where you love somebody and you kiss and stuff. Oh, so like a matesprit? I guess? Is that what a matesprit is? Only one quadrant. Huh. But if there's only one, I guess it's not a quadrant? A quadrant? Yeah, well, I'll try to make it simple. I guess the way things work on our planet is that everybody has 4 quadrants that they have to fill. Red, black, pale, and ashen. The red quadrant is your matesprit. That's the person you love. Okay, I can follow this so far. What about black? Your kismesis is the person you hate. A kismesis is like your ultimate rival, I guess. Your contentious relationship with your kismesis is supposed to push you to better yourself. But you still, kiss your kismesis at the same time as your matesprit? Yeah, if you have both those quadrants filled. But nobody gets, like, jealous? Why would they? They're two different quadrants. What about Pale and Ashen? Do you kiss the people you have in those quadrants too? No. The Pale and Ashen quadrants are a little different. In the Pale quadrant, your Morael is in some ways your most important partner. Your Morael balances you out and keeps you grounded. They're the one who knows you best. They pacify your reckless impulses and protect you from the world. Without Moraels, we'd all kill each other even more than we already do. Huh. And you have a Morael, right? Yeah, Damek is my Morael. So he's like your soulmate, but you don't do any kissing. Yeah, no kissing. Alright, so what about Ashen? The Ashen quadrant is the most subtle and delicate of the quadrants. You actually have two other people in your Ashen quadrant. Someone you have a contentious relationship with, and then your Auspicious, who mediates your conflict with that person. The Ashen quadrant is critical to Troll Society because your Auspicious limits black infidelity and can prevent quadrant vacillation between... I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I think maybe we should call it at the other three and leave this for a more advanced lesson. Yeah, maybe. Sorry if that was confusing. That's fine, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But right now we have to worry about getting to the front of the train, right? Yeah, let's go. Oh boy, quadrants. Also, Damek absolutely kisses Zephyros, if that's what that implication is. Okay, what do we got going on here? Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lanera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Bronya keep everyone in order. Lanera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Daria, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Lanera's ignorance of Gash is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Lank, Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this? Shh, everyone. Look. Oh, don't mind us. Now look what you've done. That's it, I'm out. Don't talk to me unless you got something to say to my face this time. I wonder what that was all about. It's better not to worry about it. Cloistered jades are always like this. Cloistered? Are they nuns? Is that why they're wearing Catholic school uniforms? I don't know what the C word means, but yeah, they're supposed to become nuns when they grow up. Wait, do both our planets have nuns? Are nuns a universal constant? Wow, we found something in common. Does that mean you also have caves full of children tending trial pits and aiding in the mother grub breeding process? No? Oh, okay. I should probably let you know that there are teals in this car too, and teals are stereotyped as very law-abiding. So don't do anything illegal. Weird. Well, we'll just mind our business and keep going. These lockers are much nicer shape than all the lockers at your school. They are unsurprisingly locked. You need a key. That boy is watching you like you don't belong here. Not in you are obviously an alien way, but it's in a it's impossible you could ever have anything interesting to say way. I'm sorry. Why are you talking to me? I just thought we'd said hi. Well, don't. Okay, bye then, jerk. Shh, I'm pretending to be Reed while I'm trying to eavesdrop. She's so little, you know trolls don't have parents, but it's hard to suppress the urge to take her hand and ask if she needs help finding her mommy. She looks way too cool for school, at least too cool for your school. Typical. Everyone knows it was you, Daria. Just admit it and this can all be over. Eat nutritional excrement, ass kisser. Brownie, did you hear what she just called me? Please, everyone. Let's stay positive and try not to point fingers. I am very sorry that you had to witness that. That's fine. Do you want to talk about it? Absolutely not. Jades do not discuss internal politics with outsiders. Because, one, it is important, it is our personal affairs, and we should not have rubbed everyone's proverbial noses in it. 2, I'm trying very hard to have a pleasant holiday with my best friends. 3, no offense, but it's none of your business. Talk to me anyway. It's nothing that concerns any of you. Oh, like an L, okay. A lone, mysterious bladesman watches the two lowbloods pass. They can feel his piercing gaze, sizing them up, assessing their weak spots with calculated ease. Is that guy narrating what he's doing? Let's just ignore him for now. Oh. I can't believe this. What? Can you believe this? Whatever you say. Darling, you weren't even listening to me. Not now, dear. There's lots of two. Unless you want to take my cruelest bar exam for me, leave me alone. Okay, what do you have to say? My, an afternoon out with a flock of jade bloods is better than any episode of sterilization scrub apparatus. Okay. Open some of these lockers. Dance them open. But not even you can tap dance on a vertical surface. How would you know if you never tried? What about you? You've unlocked things before. Your psionics are only for moving objects, not opening them. That's bullcrap. You unlocked a door. Oh boy, that would be very loud. It's better not to do anything to provoke the high bloods. Alrighty then. You're not even sure you're allowed to use this one. You should have used Marsty's when you had the chance. Did someone lose a book? When I tried to wash my hands, this popped up out of this moisture vaporization unit. It looks, very private. Give that to me! This is it! It's the book! In which seductive anti-hero Batfin Luna becomes endowed with the forbidden curse of the Rainbow Drinker, featuring 1 long bright journey into the desert, 6 elaborate hurt comfort scenes, forbidden ideas about eternal youth, 10 characters with beautiful hair, 1 death scene, 500 knowing glances, 2 sexy punch bowls filled with blood, 1 spicy meatball, 4 absolutely no clowns, literally so many corpses it might be offensive, the ever-present threat of reaching adulthood and ascending to space nundom, eggs, and 3 long market paragraphs and 2 love triangles in dangerously vacillating quadrants. Otherwise known as Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Reading Fresh Teeth in the Load Gaper, Dariah? Really? That's perverse even for you. Would you just stuff Fresh Teeth up your nook already? This fighting isn't getting us anywhere. I'll say, perhaps you could use some outside arbitration to resolve this conflict in an orderly, lawful, and objective fashion. No offense, Styles, but I'd rather stick a nutritional prong directly into my eye socket than get involved in this. Darling, just think of it as a trial run for your cruelest bar exam. Never hurts to get more practice. The fact that I don't fall for such cut rate manipulation is why I'm pretty confident I'm gonna pass it just fine without. You are determined at all times to be impossible. Please, miss, I would like to try to keep this issue internal, if you don't mind. Try harder. Why are you all fussing over some book anyway? It's not just any book. The Rainbow Emotion Saga is a profane set of religious texts that our cloister has been charged with protecting. The fact that it left our cavern in the first place is a first-rate violation of Imperial law. A violation of which law? Please, dear, elaborate. Oh, no. Nice job, Boot Breath. Oh? Could I maybe just get another look at it before? Why? So you can defile it more? Too bad. This thief already tore out all of the naughty pages. Lynera, we're going to be in so much trouble. Not if Lynera shuts your crusty trap, we won't. No! I'm sick of this. As Jades, we have a duty to preserve the culture of Alternia and pass it on to the next generation. Branya understands the importance of the sacred calling. But the rest of you undermine her at every step. Branya she's so kind and understanding. It would kill her to know the true depths of how much the lot of you despise our work. Lynera, I can speak for myself. I know, Brony, but just this once, let me speak for you. If one must wear the crown, then they need someone who can wield the whip. And I'm the whip. Is everyone else hearing this? Be quiet, Link. I won't be bullied by you anymore. This stops now. Whoever defiled this divine artifact, step forward right now. Or this is gonna get... It's gonna be very bad. That's a promise. Yo, what's up, buddies? Hey, no need to stop at my account, diggy dogs. Eek. What's all of this noise I'm hearing about an important religious what's-it? Oh, shit. Well, you really never know when to shut up. It's nothing, sir, just Jades being Jades. How may I help you this evening? Lol, help me? You think I need help? Oh no, not at all, sir. Just trying to extend a helping hand as if it didn't mean to cause offense. Nah, that's cool, bud. I was just out for a stroll. It's easy to get bored on such a long trip, right? But it sounds like you buddies be gearing up for a real rollercoaster of a trial here. And don't go and tell me you guys Don't tell me you guys just born like the other cars. Of course we are, sir. I mean, of course we are, sir. Are not boring, that is. Use your words, Stells. What I meant to say is that we are currently in progress of setting up a tribunal on the spot to deal with this incident of thievery that's come to our notice. But we were at a loss without a highblood of your caliber to judge the pizzazz of our upcoming trial. Excuse me? Dear darling Tisius, why don't you tell him all about it? Sup, Joe? Nice to see your toothy mug again. It's nice to see yours again, too. But I don't think we have time to stop and chat. Can we sneak by? No can do, bud. You see, Tisius been chatting me up about heinous courtroom biz. Hey, Tiz, tell him about it, lol. Shit's fucking wild. The long and short of it is that I want to begin a trial, who stole the book courtroom drama. But instead of handling it in the traditional Alternian way, we tested out my theory of defensive legislation, where the accused has their own legislacerator, a defense legislacerator, where his honorable tyranny is no mindless monster but a judge, and where the accused is innocent until proven guilty. Holy shit. ZZ, no, sweetheart, you can't say these sorts of things in front of these sorts of people. It's heretical and illegal. Yeah, oh my, shit's crazy. Shit's crazy indeed. That's why we need you, Joe. See, the Jades accused Araya of stealing the book Fresh Teeth and then stashing it in the load gaper. So we need a neutral third party to defend Araya, and you're the optimal choice. What? You want me to be a lawyer? I didn't go to law school. Heck, I've been barely to high school. Nah, bud, you don't need any fancy schooling. You're more than equipped to just do the way you are. Really? Wow. Well, ZZ, I guess I guess if even the most qualified among us isn't culling you on sight for your absurd ideas, then I suppose this is a thing that is happening. So if the little low-blood darling right here is the defense and Marvis is the honorable tyranny, then who in the world would be the so-called prosecution? You, of course, since you're so eager to please. Oh. Well, wait, I haven't agreed to this. Joe, if you don't do this for me, I'll make sure you get through the rest of the train. Joe, if you do this for me, I'll make sure you get the rest of the train. Unmolested. I can't argue with that, I guess. Maybe I'll really like being a defense lawyer. That's the spirit. Commune to me. Come to me if you got any questions about what to do. What's up? Could you tell me more about defensive legislation? I don't know much about it. Seriously? You've never watched, like, Law & Order Subjeculator Slop Ejaculatory Unit? Well, maybe not from that particular spin-off. Yikes, alright. Well, first off, I think you're under the impression that a legislacerator only manages the court block. But that isn't the case. They also have to find evidence, sniff out clues, and seek out the guilty party. Like a detective? Sure, I don't know. It is only then that the legislacerator drags the suspect before his honorable tyranny and engages in a veritable battle of ancient law that can last for days. Until his honorable tyranny gets bored and vores the loser. That sounds awful. No offense to your vocation or anything. None taken. Unlike the defensive legislation process I'm proposing, where the trial is all about having a dialectic and finding the truth. A traditional legislacerator determines guilt right off the bat and commits to their initial impressions from the get-go, no matter what truths emerge in court. Guilt might as well be judged by the flip of a coin, if even mattered at all in these things. You don't sound too happy about that for a teal. Well... Let's just say I've got a lot of qualms with the process. What's up? Can you tell me what to do? Despite the hip new defensive process, you'll basically be following in the steps of the leagues of Legislacerator legends that came before you. First, you must take these statements from all involved parties. Second, you must gather evidence and determine your timeline. Third, you must decide your plan of attack so you can defend Doraya. And crush your opponent with no hesitation. Isn't our opponent your bait spread? Yep, that's what makes it all the more invigorating. Anyway, after you've scuttled around and interviewed everyone and dug up all the evidence you can find, come back to me and I'll get his tyranny to start up the trial. Alright, evidence finding, evidence finding. Open things. I know they're lockers, but open them. Can we ask you some questions for the trial? Make it quick. What do you think about this whole situation? That Bronya is naive if she thinks this is what it looks like on the surface, and that Lanera could stand to get paled. What is that supposed to mean? My suggestion would be that you should talk to everyone here before making any snap judgments. Doraya, could we ask you a few questions? Yeah, whatever. Did you do it? Zephyros, you can't just ask that. Oh, why not? Because she's our client. It's our job to believe that she's innocent. We can't ask her anything that would incriminate her. Why? You're considered innocent until somebody proves you guilty. Sounds fake, but whatever. I didn't do it, but Lanera thinks I want to fill pails with Bronya, so she's not going to change her story. And that teal blood with the industrial metallic cylinder up her nook is going to believe whatever she thinks will make the clown happy. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. So, all the other Greenbloods, you're all family? What? I mean, you live together. Oh, yeah, we all got chosen for Cloister when we were barely older than Wigglers. We're the fucking special ones who get to take care of Mother Grub and all its business cavern and grave. Not all Jades get chosen, but apparently we're the purest of the pure. Wow. Well, right. One look at Lank and any theory anybody has for the Cloister falls apart. That guy Hatch crawled right back into the bucket and never came out. Oh, jeez. Anyway, everyone who lives in the cavern's a steaming pile of garbage. Can you not leave? Who the fuck are you, kid? I'm just very stupid. Whatever. Yeah, we can't leave. Do you know what cloistered means? It means these assholes are the only trolls I'm going to see before I leave the planet. It's not like we can just sneak out, we'd be killed by drones. Literally, the only fucking time we're allowed to leave that shithole is Jeevik Week, and even that's new. You'd be better too. Can we ask you some more questions? Fine. So, about Lanera. What about her? She sucks. Not really anything else I can say. She wants to get me cold. She's absolutely convinced herself that I'm trying to fuck Bronya. Are you? Ugh, no. You think I'm trying to get with any of these losers I see literally every day? I've been down that road before, I'm over it. Could we ask you some more questions? Fine. So this book that everyone's so worried about, Fresh Teeth? Ugh, it's so fucking stupid. Fresh Teeth isn't even that dirty, I see way worse shit on the internet. It's like embarrassingly bad. Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, isn't it forbidden? Please. It's usually just sitting there in the Cloister library. I'm definitely not the only one who's looked through it. Which is why this whole situation is stupid. Go away, I'm not a suspect. Do we have to talk to her? She looks like she might knife us. Do you mind giving us a statement? Yes, I mind. I find it offensive that you think I have something to hide. Doraya is the culprit, plain and simple. But Doraya has no reason to steal anything. And I don't think she's the type to stir up a scene for yucks, so what would she have to gain? She would gain tingly feelings in areas we'd best not talk about. Doraya is a nasty, pervert bitch. And that's all I have to say on the matter. Haven't you had enough already? Well, you want to know a little bit more about your friends, I guess? Can you even call them that? We're cloister mates. I can assure you that there's no stronger connection in this world than between Jades and a cloister. Even though Wanchi is an irresponsible mess who reads too much deplorable literature. And Doraya is a nasty thief who never respects the rules. And Lag is a disgusting party boy slut who participates in degenerate activities. All these frictions are just trials to test our faith and commitment to our duty. I am so grateful to my cloister mates for providing me endless opportunities to prove my strength and loyalty. We have an unbreakable bond of blood and tradition that binds us more closely than any quadrant. Wow, it sounds like you guys love each other a lot. Well, alright then. Let me talk to you one more time. Haven't you had enough already? Why do you care so much? Why are you so passionate about this? You're making a big stink over it, and I don't understand why. What do you mean? Justice must be called down upon Daria. But Daria is your cloister mate. Do you not care about her? What matters most is what's best for the whole cloister. How is going through this trial going to help your cloister? Look, I'm only doing this to help Bronya. She's the shining star that lights our way in these dark caverns. It's about time there was some consequences for how they treat her. Oh, hi. I guess you want to talk about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga? Yeah, so you're the one who had it first? Well, I didn't bring it onto the train if that's what you're asking. I just found it. I'd never seen it before. I only knew the series by reputation. Is it very well known? Not exactly, but I know some of the others have definitely read it. It's about a jade blood who is thrown out of the caverns for impure dalliances with her fellow jades. Then she becomes a rainbow drinker and has even more impure dalliances. A rainbow drinker? Oh, I guess you trolls who live on the surface have different myths. Legends have it that there are jades who have cheated death by becoming rainbow drinkers. They say that the rainbow drinkers can live forever, and their eternal youth means they never have to leave Alternia. But they must drink the blood of other trolls to survive. Oh, like a vampire. Sure, if that's what you call it. But it's all just stories. Of course rainbow drinkers aren't real. So the book is just about vampires? Well, there are rainbow drinkers in it, but I wouldn't say it's about them. It's more centered around the main character doing pretty much all of the sacrileges that it's possible to do, of which becoming a rainbow drinker is one. Like, there's this one iconic scene where she gets her... Wanshi, that story sounds really exciting, but obviously you don't have the book, so, we're gonna go talk to some other people. Gets her what and what? There's also this part where... Yeah, that sounds great, let's go, Joey! Hey, Bronya, do you have the key to the lockers? We kinda need to get inside if we're gonna do a thorough investigation. If I were a less diplomatic person, with anything more than inoffensively neutral opinions, I might say that this is all fucking ridiculous. But here. Yay, I got a key. Open these sons of bitches up. This is not so much what you want to be doing right now, looking and rummaging through a bunch of strange trolls' bags. Absolutely, it's what I want to do. This bag is filled with participation trophies. Only Linera would be proud of winning Tidier of the Month this many times in a row. Wow, she'd make a great Lowblood. Wait, is this a boy band magazine? Oh yeah, an HTD fan mag. They're huge right now. I can't get into the music though. And Linera has a ton of nail polish in here too. Wow, maybe she's more girly than I thought. It's a Soldier Per Beast brand backpack. You were a little too old to ever get into the Soldier Per Beast series, but it's got a pretty big fandom presence online. This is just filled with Soldier Per Beast books. Are they any good? It's got a lot of fans, but I can never get into them. Maybe I can read one after we get on the express track. It's Bronya's suitcase, the cast symbols match. Bronya stuff. Let's not burglar her a second time. Wait, what's that? Oh my goodness, she has the missing pages with all the naughty scenes in them? She must have ripped them out to protect her cloister. Joey, wait, you aren't reading them, are you? Shh. These aren't even that dirty. This bag has punk buttons and patches all over it. Basic counterculture stuff. This must be Daria's. Is something wrong, Joey? She's just really cool. Oh, there's a bunch of nail files in here. Ouch, they're super sharp. Yeah, some of them are sharp for extra long claws. I don't think Daria would mind if I took one. It's locked. When you try to pull it open, Zephyro steps on something. Oh no? What's wrong? Nothing. Did you step on that thing? Yeah, Joey, what did I do? These kits are really expensive and time-consuming to make. This is a disaster. There's no way you can fix it without the proper tools. Yeah, it's okay, Zephyros. Accidents happen. You know, it's pretty irresponsible for the owner to leave something so fragile on the floor like that. I'm sure they'll understand. Understand? Rusties like me have been cold for less. Wait. Take another look. Here's the crack from where you stepped on it, but there's another one running in the opposite direction. It was already broken when you stepped on it. That's why it was on the floor. Someone else must have broken it and tried to ditch the evidence. They knew someone else would accidentally step on it and take the heat for their crime. Wow, Joey, you sound just like a Legis Lacerator already. Do I? Yeah. I think I got a little carried away at the end there, actually. There's no way to prove all that stuff I said at the end. But I definitely don't think you're the one who broke it, Zephyros, so don't worry. Whew. Anyway, let's hold on to this. It might turn out to be important. This is Lank's bag. You've rummaged enough. No, I haven't. Don't tell me I've rummaged enough. Why can't I get to some of these lockers? Only some of them are clickable. Okay. Oh, this is the teal ones, right? Okay. I am above the petty drama of hysterical anchorites. I only care about facts and reason. Oh, I missed that part. I thought he was going to repeat his dialogue. Who are you again? Me? My blade has slain countless enemies. My name is whispered in fear amongst whomst I've lived in the shadows. Amongst those who lived in the shadows. That's great. Wow, look at the time. We've really got to go. Bye-bye. Wait, aren't you investigating that mysteriously stolen body light novel? I know about all sorts of illicit works. From banned text to cartoons censored by the East Alternium Black Bar Society, my dark knowledge knows no limits. Oh jeez. In fact, a virile alpha male who fears no authority, such as myself, might even take an interest in collecting banned text. Don't you want to ask me about banned texts? Please ask me about banned texts. No, I don't think I want to. At least ask me about the daring theft. The break-in, the excitement, the bold hiding place. I know all sorts of forbidden secrets. I don't want to talk to him anymore, but that was so suspicious. I'm behind you 100%. Can we ask you some questions? Of course you may, my lady. What exactly do you know about banned text? Just, you know, stuff. But what kind of stuff? A low-blood could never understand. I don't want to talk to him anymore, but that was so suspicious. How come you didn't speak up earlier? It was a danger to my extremely important person. A high-blood such as myself must behave as a hunter in all arenas of life. For me to reveal such an intimate secret before it was advantageous to do so. 'Tis a folly only a prey animal would make. If you say so. Her eyes are like so tiny without the glasses. When I want to talk to you. There we go. I can't believe Tizius is making me do this. She's always getting into things with her crazy theories and her political thoughts. She isn't really making you do this, though, is she? She told you to stay out of it, actually. Yes, of course she told me to stay out of it. She always tells me to stay out of it, sweetie. But I can't resist organizing the pathetic lives of trolls. It's so gosh darn addicting. The world is filled with inefficient management and regulatory malpractices and useless aesthetic bullet journals with garish color combinations, and someone must do something about it. And who better to whip everyone into efficient machines of bureaucracy than Stelsis says yet auditor in training? Here's my card, darling. Ring me if you need my services. Wow, thanks. I don't think we'll ever need an auditor. Hand that card right back, then. I hate to waste neon pink cardstock. It takes hours to bedazzle them. Aw. So you're not even a lawyer? A what? I mean, you're not even a Legis Lacerator? How are you going to prosecute efficiently? I may not be interested in judicial law, but I'm certainly more equipped than the so-called defense to handle this case. Besides, I can't resist the large clown man with the expensive blowout. He might decide to redecorate if I decline this opportunity. By redecorate, I mean he will repaint the car with a fresh coat of teal. Okay, well, I don't know. I still don't think anyone's forcing you to do this. Pish posh, it's much too late now. I'm in it to win it, and I will crush the opposition under my impeccable Troll Louis Vuitton patent stiletto heels fall season. I just wish I didn't have to play along with my dear Zizi's silly political fantasies. What did you mean by silly political fantasies? Oh, you know, same old, same old. My Zizi is a results-driven go-getter who thinks outside the box and is an enviable skill set in certain Lacerator resource pools. She may give leadership a shake-up, but it's always for the betterment of the Empire, of course. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, her hard work is all for the sake of streamlining the process, but the way she tries to eliminate pain points tends to push the envelope. Ask you another question? Hop to it, miss. We don't have all night. Hey, so what's the deal with, you and Tizius? Sweetheart, you need to treat me to a luncheon involving a glass of fermented purple sphere liquid and a nice grub cheese plate before tossing these implications around willy-nilly. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I guess it was just a stupid question anyway. Despite any hot goss you may have heard on the down low, I assure you that Tizius and I have nothing but the reddest feelings for one another. In fact, there isn't a hint of grey or black in the mix whatsoever. Huh? I admit we certainly have our professional differences. She just drives me up the wall sometimes. She never schedules anything. She won't let me give her a makeover, and she definitely doesn't appreciate the benefits of a good networking event. She trusts me, dear. I deeply enjoy her company. She really keeps me sane. I'm amazed by all the knowledge she's got locked away in her think pan and how she efficiently and pseudo-metaphorically slaughters her opponents at practice trials, and ooh, she's so gorgeous. Those deep-set eye bags are like a natural eyeliner-highlighter combo. And in the end, that's why I love her. Wow, you two sure seem like great gal pals. Ha, bye. What's up? We talked to Stelsa. Bet she's having a meltdown. And you're laughing about it? Don't worry about her. Stelsa's got her top buttons down up so tight she's gonna choke. She needs to have her feathers mussed once in a while. Keeps our relationship interesting. Hey, I know what it looks like, but I had nothing to do with this. If I had been the only one to steal part of the infamous Rainbow Emotion Saga, I promise I never would have returned it. Actually, could we strike that from the record? How do you know so much about the book? I have an interest in, salacious historical artifacts. I never thought I'd run into one here of all places. Usually, even professional perspective editors could only hope to touch a book like that once on the ugly end of a low-blood rebellion. Perspective editor? Yes, it's a branch of ab-historical methodology where you help the government decide which historical documents are advantageous to the Empress and which should be locked up or purged. Most people think it's boring work because you spend a lot of time reading old ledgers and requisition records, but you wouldn't believe the things you learn about the past from that stuff. Of course, there's the added benefit of being the only one who gets to see them at all. Wait, are you saying that you study these historical documents and then you just lie about what's in them? Yes. Why else study history if not to control it? If you put history into the hands of the people, you'd end up with total anarchy. Just look at what happened here. Hello again. Nice evening, isn't it? Why are you in such a good mood when everyone else is freaking out? An innocent troll with nothing to hide just sleeps the sleep of the just. I've got a cup of tea, an absolutely devastating haircut, and a front row seat for what promises to be some especially juicy justice, free of charge. The only thing missing is snap kernels. You wouldn't happen to have any snap kernels, would you? No? Pity. Anyway, the name's Tagora Gorjek, but you can call me Gorgor. So, can you prove you weren't involved with this crime? Cynicism and distrust, both of which I can respect. Of course I can prove it. I can prove anything, however far-fetched. But you'll need to pay my hourly billing rate, of course. Just sign here. You want to charge me to prove you're innocent? It's hard work being innocent. You want me to do it for free? How do you expect me to make any money? Well, okay, but if you can't prove you're innocent, your name may come up in the trial. And people get convicted for stuff they didn't do all the time. Don't you watch crime shows and stuff? Do you guys have those? We have public cullings every so often, if that's what you mean. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll prove my innocence for you, free of charge. I hope you're aware that I wouldn't extend this special offer to just anyone. No, I couldn't have done it. I was in the Load Gaper. Oh, but wait, the book was found in the Load Gaper. Indeed, but I promise you that the full hour I spent in there was devoted to nothing but the diligent evacuation of my internals. Ew, but how do we know you're telling the truth? That's an awfully long time to be using the bathroom, isn't it? What's it any business of yours how long I've taken the Gaper? To be honest, we members of the legislacerator profession are prone to load blockages and slow disgorgements. Too much information. The Load Gaper security video will show you beyond a reasonable doubt that I was closeted with my bowels and so nowhere near the scene of the outrage at the time it took place. Aha! Let me in there. Oh yeah, is there anything new on this? I don't think so, actually. Scudea, Fumic, Albert, Sarava. Can I not search the load gaper? Let me search the bathrooms. Also, let me search the lockers. The one clown I haven't talked to yet. Sup, Joe? Are you hyped for this or what, Lol? Actually, I'm pretty nervous. I'm totally new to all this Legislacerator stuff. Nah, don't freak out, buddy. I don't care if you do something wrong, because everybody participating in the trial will be encouraged to commit less naughty acts just by witnessing the utilitarianism of the means of punishment. No matter the outcome, it's a moral victory, but Hollis. I can't even say his dialogue. Well, no wonder they picked you to be the judge. I hope it'll be able to convince you of whatever my case ends up being. I'm sure you'll put on a hell of a show. You're gonna do fucking great. I'm not sure there's anything else to talk to or do. I don't know what evidence I need to get the good ending, though. What is your take on the other Jades? My take? Yeah, you know, what do you feel about the rest of your, traveling companions? Very little. Well, you're helpful. Quite. So do you believe Dariah did it? You know, I just can't quite bring myself to care. This is going nowhere. Glad to be of help. Oh, another wretched hatched dance rag. Good grief, how many of these conversations do I need to have? Yes, yes, I'm the first male Jade you've ever met, just like Actius from the Dancing Boys Band. Let's just get the interrogation fucking over with. Oh, I wondered if you were a myth. Are you special? Are there more of you in the cloister? How many of you are there? Do you all know each other? Can boys really take care of grubs? Can you get me Actius's autograph? Or should I just cut to the chase and give you my detailed paling diary for your sick fantasies? What are you talking about? I wanted to know if you had any idea if this magazine was relevant to the case. Ooh, this is awkward. If you're answering questions about it, I am curious. Zephyros. Oh, fuck off. Actius blows. This is so fucking dumb. I am the whip in Bronya's hand, and you best get back before I crack. There's also this part again. Hello, hello. Bronya, could we talk to you about what happened? Not if you expect me to betray my wards for the entertainment of a high-blood rapper. No, we want to help. We're gonna help you all build up an unimpeachable defense. I really don't understand what you or that Tealblood really think any of this is going to accomplish. Because, 1, nobody cares about the truth. 2, everyone knows nobody cares about the truth and will therefore never actually tell the truth. 3, I don't know you. We get that, we really do. I know you have no reason to trust us or Marvis. But we're all in this together now, right? Shouldn't we at least, I don't know, try? Yeah, I guess we should. So, we can ask you stuff? Go ahead. You're in charge here, right? Well, I'm certainly not in charge of the Teals or that High Blood. But I am the highest-ranking Jade of my cloister, yes. Even though Lank likes to pretend he doesn't have to listen to me. So yes, go ahead and ask anything you like. Also, hello there, I see a new person in chat. Hi. Ask about Dariah. Why were you so ready to convict Dariah earlier? Everybody seemed really convinced it was her, or at least they seemed like they didn't care if she gets falsely accused. It's political. There really isn't any point in trying to explain it to outsiders, so I'm not going to bother. But if you're asking me if I have any material proof that she did it, then no, I don't. What are you doing out here? I thought the cloister Jades weren't allowed to leave the caverns. We aren't. The drones would strike us down if we were to abandon our duties to the Mother Grub. Except for one single event per sweep. Jivik Week? Yes, obviously. I'm sorry if this sounds ignorant, but why are you allowed during Jivik Week? Don't you have a really important job to do? We do, and I suppose it's in contravention of hundreds of sweeps of tradition for us to leave before our ordeals. But it's the heiress's will, I guess? The heiress? Yes, maybe 3 or 4 sweeps ago, the heiress demanded that even we be allowed to attend. The drones stand down, and we are allowed to emerge from the caverns. Isn't that, potentially a big problem? Do, some of you not run away from your duties? Sorry, none of my genes are so cowardly. This is merely a field trip. Go ahead and ask anything you like. So, what exactly happened with the book Fresh Teeth? It's a whole mess. But the first problem is, 1. The book should not have been on the train in the first place. It's part of the banned series we keep in the Cloister Library for safety. 2. What you have witnessed was only the back half of the drama. This has been going on all evening. The timeline is actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. Once she found the book almost 20 minutes after the train left the station, I confiscated it and immediately put it in my locker. About 40 minutes after that, I realized someone had broken the lock and stolen the book. 20 minutes after that, we found the book again, but it had been defaced. A bunch of pages were ripped out. 3. I have absolutely no idea how whoever did this got the chance. The lockers are right there, and it's not like we had much to distract us. So, you have the book now? Yes, it's safe. Can we see it? Absolutely not. No one touches a single page of the Rainbow Emotion Saga until we get back to the caverns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've talked to everyone who has anything to say about anything. Looked at everything. Just get the security video. I would like to do that, and I would also like to open these lockers, but I don't know how. It's not locked. Even so, I think that'd be a bad idea to try to run. Can I go back to previous places and just search for things? Can I go in here? Hey, nobody's gonna dash till we got this all sorted out. Yeah, okay, I guess time to start the trial. And I know the 3 important things I need are batteries, spice, and pogs for something, and I have all those, so... Yes, I've interacted with the jade lockers. I haven't gotten into the teal lockers, though. I don't know how to get to the teal lockers. How do I back out of this conversation? I don't want to start the trial. No. How do I escape conversation? How do I say no? I haven't looked at everything yet, I don't think. Probably say you're not ready anyway. Oh. Excuse me, what the fuck? No, we are not starting the goddamn trial. You haven't done shit. Go gather more statements, more evidence, anything, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Jeez, okay. Yeah, how do I get in here? I haven't figured out anyone who would give me a key or anything. Someone earlier said buyers out to investigate, but like, investigate where? In the bathroom? What does the hint say? You should talk to Tizius first thing. She'll give you hints on what to do and clarify your position. I've done that. Yeah, I've already done the jade lockers. I've already done that. I mean the teal ones. These ones here. These are locked. But I've already looked through everything in the jade lockers. I've done all these. Oh, I can click on more things. Was I able to click on that one? No, yeah, I've done that one. There's some of them I can't click on, so I don't know if that's a problem. Like, I can't click on this one, or this one. These 3. Security grub from the bathroom. I can't go to the bathroom, though. Unless this one? I don't know if it's just like I'm clicking in the wrong spot, but like I can't get into those other rooms. Oh, okay. The click thing was at the very top. Alright. I don't see a tape in there. What's a tape? Oh right, your planet probably hasn't used tapes for hundreds of years. It's how we record videos. They're like a little black box with 2 spools of magnetic tape in them. And as it turns, it plays the video. Whoa, that's amazing. We just use grubs. Grubs? Like insect grubs? Yeah, they're linked psychically to a CPU or something like that. And this is just like a naturally occurring thing on your planet? Well, in the old days we used to farm them, but natural-born memory grubs can only store a terabyte of information maximum. Now they're cloned and grown in giant vats in some Imperial ship out in the galactic border. So they're just slave bugs? When you put it that way, it sounds really sad. Your planet has a lot of sad things, Zephyros. I know, but that's why the Tetrarch is going to change everything. If you say so. It looks like we're going to need something sharp and thin to pry the grub out. Right, let's go see what we can find. I took something sharp and thin from the, let's see a tape in there. Yeah. It was the nail file I took from something earlier. But do I have that in my inventory? I'm not sure. Oh, Zephyros has it in his inventory. Okay. Keep this to yourself. Magazine far too valuable. Yeah. Wait, is this just footage of people using the bathroom? Creepy. Yeah, but nobody looks like LARPers like this, usually except for a security drone. Like the same robot things that blew up your hive? Yeah, there's lots of different kinds. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to this place. Okay, I got that. I should probably give the missing pages back to Bronya, maybe? I don't know. Let me talk to Tizius again. Oh, just show him the tape? Okay. Aha! Hand that oozy, sticky information repository walla over. Stop wriggling, you. Alright, plugging it in. Let's go straight to the time period during which the outrage was committed, otherwise we'll have to watch a succession of unpalatable episodes, with maybe some unpalatable sounds as well. If you'll just sign here to waive your rights. Ah, here we are. Well, I admitted it was in the load gaper around this time. Your culprit must have stashed this dastardly logbook. My preoccupation was of a purely fecal matter. Alright, we begin with timestamp 1449. Oh dear, sorry about that, I had to cough. Oh. Okay, I think that's enough. I believe you. Me too. No, you're both failing grades in evidence class with those attitudes. Don't you need to be thorough and verify I'm innocent of a crime? Thanks, but... yeah, you seem like a pretty honest guy. Welcome back. Have you returned to see more of my Eruptus Immensis episode? No thanks. I'm satisfied. Then perhaps you'd be interested in some other information at reasonable rates. Just sign here. Not unless you can tell us who stole the book. Well, of course I can. What? How? Why didn't you tell us you knew that was all along? Why didn't you tell us why didn't you tell us you knew that all along? You didn't ask me, and more importantly, too, you didn't pay me. Well, tell us, please. That's number one. Congratulations, you're 50% of the way to learning this important information. Oh, well, how much are you asking for? Since we're basically best friends by now, I'll offer you this low price. 1 billion credits. Oh my god, that's so much money. Wait, Zephyros, is that a lot of money? Yeah. Actually, Alternia is an automated planet and the Empire's economy is centrally planned, so money's mostly just for fun and doesn't matter. Unless you're an adult and you want to buy yourself out of a job on one of the bad colonies. But I'll never see that much money, even if I live to be 30 sweeps old. If you have to take a moment to access your untaxed off-planet accounts, that's fine. I understand a lag in interstellar communications can be a real pain. I'm sorry, Gorgor, but we can't pay your fee. How unfortunate. Can we convince you to help us out of respect for justice and the knowledge that you'd be doing a good deed for an innocent person? Absolutely not. However, if you have something other than money, that might make it worth my while. Like what? Have you perhaps anything that might draw eyes on the black market? Wait, what's that? What, this, my magic spice mix? Its scent is positively alluring. What exotic bounty lay inside, I wonder? Give me a magical little tube of spice and I give you a magical little tube of info. I shouldn't give him the spice. I have to keep the spice for the trial, right? Or is this the place where the spice is needed? I don't know. Nope, that's what it's for. Okay. Okay, deal. I'm not sure what weird alien food I would have put it on anyway. Wonderful. A pleasure doing business with you. Now, what about that info? Alright, here you are. What is this? Tagiri's internet history. Wait, you just had a printout of that ready to go? How? When? That's not important. What is important is Tagiri has spent a not insubstantial amount of time on websites of questionable moral character. And far be it from me to criticize anyone's tastes, but several of these websites pertain to the precise contents of the Forbidden Jade book, causing us all so much stress. Pardon me one moment. Oh dear, I can feel my voice starting to go. Okay. Far be it from me to criticize anyone's tastes, but several of these websites pertain to the precise contents of the Forbidden Jade book, causing us all so much stress. Wait, you know what Fresh Teeth is about? Of course I do. It's only against Jade law to read it, but I'm not the teal on trial here. Tagiri frequents Rainbow Drinker sites on the regular. Is that a website? I can't even read it. It's got so many X's in it. Thanks for this, Gorgor. Yeah, thanks, Gorgor. Anytime you want to trade culinary oddities for compelling evidence, do keep me in mind. Okay. I got a lot of things. If I talk to him more. Any other oddities you'd care to part with? What do you think of these? Wait, what are those discs you're handling so carelessly? These? Oh, they're just pogs. The creatures portrayed hereon are called pogs? No, they're people. This one is particularly comely. If their horns had only grown out normally and their skin had been a healthier color, they would have given me a bona fide animus possidendi. Okay, that's Gillian Anderson. Well, I think I might be willing to part with some information to obtain this portrayal of this poor, crippled, but admittedly attractive entity. You'll tell us the name of the thief? Alas, not even an image of the peerless Gillian Anderson can command such a price. However, I am in possession of a hot tip I can pass on. I'm assuming this is what the pogs are for as well. I'm assuming I'm just gonna have to trade these little objects for, like, all of the things that he wants. Yeah, okay. So what's the hot tip? Okay, come close. I'm going to whisper this. One of the Jades in this very train car is planning on leaving the cloister, and said scheme involves this outing. Oh? Oh. For what? If a Jade is abandoning the cloister, that's abandoning the natural mandated role attending the Mother Grub in the sacred, dark, isolated subterranean brooding caverns. Is that like a big deal? Yeah, kind of. If a Jade gets chosen for the cloister, they're supposed to stay there until they go off planet to Space Church. But what if they get tired of it or want to do something else? You mean, why can't the lower castes throw off the tyrannical yoke of unjust servitude and follow the innocent dictates of their hearts? Why must they stay in the thrall to a venomous, anachronistic serfdom as murderous as it is futile? That's how the Tetrarch would say it. And those are all good points, but I don't think it would be a good idea to be heard talking about them here. Do you think this actually has anything to do with who stole the book? I doubt it. Darn. Oh, what are those? Batteries. They look delicious. They're not. You've tried them? No, but then how do you know? Do trolls eat batteries? Not really, but I don't know if it would really do them any harm. Teals and up have pretty strong gastric sacs. Are you willing to trade something for them? I suppose. So, what will you give me for these totally delicious and not at all toxic little balls of nutrients? Something of an estimable valuable, my advice. About how to find out who really stole the book? No, but something of the highest importance nonetheless. Now just hand them over. Well, okay, here you are. What's your advice? Buy low, sell high. That was a joke. Anyway, confidentially, your adversary there, Tizius, note the overtaxed air of languid fatigue she projects, the impression of being a particularly narcoleptic sleepwalker. You might even call her a walkie-talkie. She looks so inert and enervated and like she can't or won't do anything. Don't be fooled. Check this out. What is this, a binder of notes? It looks like a doctor wrote these. It's completely unreadable. Indecipherable through her unorthodox thought processes may be, Tizius isn't nearly as droopy as she seems. The moment the court comes into session, she'll leap to the attack like a lightning bolt with an irreconcilable grudge. Like a fireball after a good night's sleep. Like a particularly truculent volcano or an earthquake that's been suppressing its feelings for years. These are her notes? About the case? The only thing in here I can read is this sparkly green ink page of something. But nothing on it makes any sense. What does this have to do with the case? You expect me to do all the work for you. I will have to demand an upfront payment of 10 billion credits as well as a legally binding commitment to a lifelong retainer. Sign here. Maybe we ought to just hold on to these for now. Okay, I think I've got everything now. No? Okay, maybe I gotta shove this in people's faces. Should keep this to myself. Another round of talking? Bronny, yes, you keep saying that you don't have any opinions on this, but it kind of really seems like you do. Okay, truth be told, something like this has happened before in my cloister. Really? When I was much younger, there was another Jade I knew. She was a lot like Daraya. Even the best of us waver in our faith at times, but she truly hated her calling. She wanted nothing to do with tending to Mother Grub. It was all because of that stupid book. She was obsessed with the Rainbow Emotion Saga. It put a seed of blasphemous thoughts into her mind and consumed her. She would have done anything to change her life. She was even convinced she would become a rainbow drinker herself. But the drones finally took notice of her agitations eventually, and when they finally came for her, she threw herself violently against them, confident in her belief that nothing could stop her. But of course, it's just fiction. It's nonsense. She didn't rise again to walk the sparkling sun-drenched fields. She simply died. Wow. I'd never seen anyone die before, not up close. Rania, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's fine. As you can see, I've gotten over it. But that's why I'm so hard on Daraya. If I can scare the rebellion out of her now, maybe she'll survive to her ordeals. Rania, that's really all I have to say. Keep your spirits up. Are you ready? Yeah, whatever. I just want to get this over with and get cold already. I must warn you, I will not go easy on you just because you're acting on behalf of my mates, but nothing personal, but I am a professional. It's all the same to you. I would rather not go onto the stand. It's the job of prospective editor to work behind the scenes to create the truth. Saying the truth, that's not really my thing. But you've been honest with us so far. Wait, you have been honest, right? As the famous apparition Jeaner Geist once said, truth is written by the last high blood standing on the battlefield. From that perspective, no one here is qualified to tell the truth in the first place, since we're all still alive. Okay. Don't make me go up there. Thank you for your third dedication for finding the truth, and also to lining my pockets. There's no way I can open these? Okay, I guess it's just something that just wasn't fully finished, I guess. Looks like you two have been busy. Color me impressed. Really? I was worried we weren't thorough enough. Nope, you've done a great job. You found all the pieces in the puzzle has finally come together to make a coherent picture. Wait, really? What's the finished puzzle look like? That's for me to know and for you to find out. But I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourselves during the trial. Okay. So, I should be good to get the best ending from this one, right? Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'll play the other endings later and, like, do that on my own, but... I think we should be good. Yeah, fuck it, I think we're good. Hell yeah. Let's go get him. Hey yo, welcome to the trial of little Daraya. What's your fuck it? The prosecution is prepped and ready, your honorable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Dariah Johnjet stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the jade lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to the stand their first witness. Whoa, slow the fuck down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty-bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in. Oh, of course, Your Honor, how rude of me, haha. Hey, Joe, who are you calling up as your first witness? Me? Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. This will set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big decision. Tisius, what do you think? This is your show. My role is merely, advisory. Okay, how about... Ooh. Oh, we got a bunch of people to call at the stand. Pretty sure Wanshi, because I think they're the one that's most suspicious. I don't mind about spoilers, please tell me what to do in this scenario. I just want to get the achievement. But yeah, can't see anything else here. I feel like it makes the most sense. Oh, Torona first. Oh fuck, I forgot which one was named Torona. They don't have their names up here. No, that's Tagora. That's... Shit. 3 Ponytail Kid. This one? Yeah. Okay, cool. You gathered Torona wants to grow... Okay. It says their name when they click on it. Alrighty. Someone who censors stuff. That's probably a really big fat liar most of the time. Torona originally found the book in the bathroom with all the naughty page ripped out. Torona. Nice choice. But you promised I wouldn't have to testify. I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. Empress, give me strength. Time's a ticking, bitches. Yeah, I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great terrologian of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, tealbloods are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently. Decisively. Lethally. On the back of our invisible labor. But we are not here to talk about you, we are here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters, so stay on topic. Look, I don't know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. An experiment? Yeah, a kinder, gentler make of trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. That sounds almost blasphemous. We know how to have fun, don't we, Your Honorable Tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come and prove your innocence. Oh, well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I know these pages were missing is all. I mean, at the time I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel. Not that I overheard their argument, not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who just listen in a private conversation on purpose or anything. I'm just never seen one in real life before, but I'm not a stalker. She seems so nervous. I bet she knows something important. There's a couple tools in the Legislator's docket you can use for an effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just piss off the court, and it won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore His Honorable Tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and we'll help you out. Well, that sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, Torona, take it from the top. It's a total accident that I found the missing pages. Do I just press them on everything or present... Can I just, like, speedrun this? Not that I know the pages were missing. I suppose just pressing her on all of that was by accident. Yes? What kind of accident was it exactly? Yes, like Ace Attorney? Oh, okay. Is this a subject we should be broaching in front of everyone? Objection! What? Your Honorable Tyranny, the court must dispute this line of questioning on the grounds that it is both baseless and lurid. Huh? Wait. Legislator must always ask questions with the precision of a scalpel making an incision between the occipital and temporal lobes. Just press all the statements always? Oh, okay. I taught you better than this. You didn't teach me at all. Not that I know the pages. Okay. So you're saying that the book is forbidden? Objection! What now? His Honorable Tyranny, the court would like to submit that the defense is stalling for time. This is a tactic subject to immediate mistrial and potential culling under Article XVXVI of the Intergalactic Imperial Doctrine of Internal Protocol. Only if you get caught. I'm not stalling. I'm still not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages and they're not any racier than the stuff my babysitter leaves lying around the house sometimes. Oh no, dear, don't tell me you actually read excerpts of these nasty rainbow drinker fantasies. Your Honorable Tyranny, this is outright heresy. This cannot be allowed to stand. Actually, according to Article VIXXVII, Subject 4 of the Troll Magna Carta, it is absolutely permitted for anyone involved in the trial of this nature to view subversive content for purposes of legal clarification. Are you absolutely sure of that, darling? Yeah, of course I am. But I also could just be making up numbers off the top of my head and you'd never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. You will be the end of me, I swear. Press. We never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just meant that a stalker is what you would call me. If it turned out that I'd been doing something creepy like following around a bunch of strangers I just met on a train. Zephyros, does she sound more nervous than usual to you? Maybe we should try presenting some evidence? Good idea, let's think carefully about this. What's something that only the Jade had on them? What's something that only the Jades had on them that someone would find embarrassing to be caught with? I'm pretty sure I have to present on the third one. These aliens are more offended by the vampirism than the makeouts. Jade lockers, big crack in them when Zephyr stepped in it. There's also another thin crack that somebody previously repaired with black nail polish. Looking to borrow her chalkboard, where she lists all the activities the Jades had planned for the trip. It starts with the accountability buddy assignments, where the Jades are paired up with each other. So much footage, ew. Something you should be looking at, you can tell he's got a thing for rainbow drinkers just from the scanning the URLs. Read doctor's notes. I'm pretty sure I gotta present this one, right? Because this was Tirona's internet history? Oh. Press the hint button. Where's the hint button? Why should I pressing on something that's free real estate? I did. Tirona was talking about Jade Bloods. Figure out why. They're not my type either, but Tirona and Jade share a common interest in certain boy band. Okay, the boy band material. Oh, Tigiri's internet history. They all have T names. So it's the, this one. Take this. You know what this is. What? I've never seen anything like that before in my life. You've never seen a magazine? That's right. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's not like you can mind control me. She's obviously lying, but what do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most legislators lack psychic powers, and we've still got the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brains. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figure out the motive. Now bring home the intent. Never seen a magazine before in my life. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me into saying otherwise. Face it, Lowblood, you've got nothing on me. She's kind of right. Unless she tells the truth, we don't have anything. We have more than you think. You talked to all these assholes before the trial, too. Use your memory. I'll bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have. Wait! Sephiroth, didn't she say something about having never seen one in real life earlier? I think it's safe to say she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for Jades to leave their caves? I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered Jades, too. So she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. Oh, she meant, the boy one. How is it even possible that you've never seen a magazine? Yes, now that the subject has been so disruptively slapped on the table like this, I must concur. Oh, skipped one accidentally. I find it especially strange that a hopeful recruit to the terrible order of prospective editors is so ignorant about the history of regurgitated tree pulp media, which is, as we all know, was once the cornerstone of our cast's power base. Ah, yes, I know all about the grand old days when Tealbloods had to pulp the paper to create the historical record with their own mouths. Why are you all, being so prescriptivist and literal? I was obviously being facetious. Wow. Why would you ever try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? On the stand, a flippant exaggeration can be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. But you have seen some magazines? Are you going to ask different questions, or can I go now? Sorry, I'm just trying to establish the facts. This one has already been thoroughly established. Please let it go. Objection! There is something I can do. Oh no, what is it? Oh, well, Did you just yell objection without thinking about what we would say first? Look, it's really fun! You're right, I can't mind control you. But I could find someone who can use mind control. Oh damn, now it's getting spicy. You wouldn't. I don't know, can we do that? Theoretically, yes, as far as I know, it's not against protocol. Your Honorable Tyranny? Yo, someone make this happen. Wait. I'm gonna overrule this one. Tizius, my dear, please, this is torturing me. We're supposed to be on vacation. Yeah, we're all on a 9-sweet vacation on Alternia right now. You have the rest of your life to serve the Empire, Stells. Why don't we just chill out and see where this goes? Oh, darling, as always, you're right. Your Honorable Tyranny, kindly cancel that order to requisition an immoral psychic. We will solve this mystery with nothing but wit and intuition. What did I tell you? Mind control. You know, I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but I don't think I can use that technique on Tirona. Not the exact same technique, no. But you just need to figure out what it is about that magazine that makes her tick. Sounds easier said than done. Nothing new to prove I have. Mind control. Hold up, do you think I'm on the right track? I think that's what's going on here is extremely obvious. Of course you do, I've never had to be a legislator before. Look, think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Tirona would want the magazine. It should be easy to narrow them down. She was reminded of someone. I think what they're going for is that she's never seen the male J-Blood before. I think... Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think it was someone. Who was she reminded of? Like... Oh, I think I get it now. I told you it was obvious. You know, don't you think Lank looks like one of the boys on this cover? You mean Actius? Aha, so you do know what the magazine is about. You were lying. Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know what the Hatch to Dance are? Who the Hatch to Dances are? Yes, have you not heard? They were hatched only to dance and are very good at it. Hatch to Dance is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 9 sweeps so that they can continue their music careers while serving the Empire. Well, except for... Oops, I've said too much. No, you haven't. Keep going. No, I didn't want to believe it was true, but there's a rumor that Actius is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Triz's selfies on Twitter, so she's going to send bots after him at their next gig. It's not fair. Is this going somewhere? It's just that... You see, Actius is my bias. Your what? He's my bias. Everything is clear now. Actius is her waifu. Huh? That means he's her favorite. Yes, I see it now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades or to true rivals, a member of the H2D battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male Jadeblood. You don't see one of those every day. So you were following Branya and her friends around because Lank looks like your favorite singer? I mean, well, only a little bit. And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for my self-torture scrapbook. But I saw Linnea confiscate it shortly after it was boarded. And I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker. So when I saw someone smuggling papers into the load gaper, I thought, hold up, you saw who stashed the papers in the bathroom? I didn't exactly see it, per se. The train was under the mountain at the time. Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There were so many people I couldn't see out the windows. If that's true, then we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right! Thank you, Toronto. Your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros? It sounds like Credea's party is going to be a mess. But from what I know Damek and Credea have been up to, H2D drama is the last reason Triza would have her place raided. Well, we have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to Little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Branya, you're up next. If that's what you want. I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Link. Yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute in any loyal subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal note scrub which happens to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Wow. Your Honorable Tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, this tickle me entertainment globes. It's your choice, Miss Branya. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators participating in a farce trial, or put faith in the truth, but I warn you the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stells. I'm all Twitter-pated. Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable. Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Linnea, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Branya keep everyone in order. Linnea, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me cold. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Dariah, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I'll promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Linnea's ignorance of gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What is that supposed to mean? Link, Dariah, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is There, now we've all heard it. Branya herself in her own words suspected that Dariah was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Branya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut. But it's obvious that Branya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of free-form psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again. There will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Why did you tell Linnea to stop? It's because she got her nose permanently stuck up Branya's nook. I do not. And she's a dreadful liar. That's not going to serve you well off-planet, kid. That's fine. I'm never going off-planet. I plan to serve as a midwife to the Mother Grub, as is befitting a proper member of our cast. Lol, you know being a midwife isn't even fucking real. Yes, it is. Yeah, when's the last time you saw one, then? They're cloistered. We're not supposed to see them. Drown me. Is the defense going somewhere with this? Upon reflection, I guess not. Wait, stop the tape. Yes? Branya, you actually think Dariah did it, don't you? Congratulations, you have accurately gleaned from context where I was going with this. However, if I fail to see how this observation serves your case, if we are all in agreement that Dariah did it, then why are we wasting time on this ridiculous charade? Oh, is the trial over already? Damn, it was just getting interesting. No! Might want to think a bit harder before pressing the statement next time, kiddo. Yeah, thanks for that well-timed advice. No problem. Ugh, you're all awful to each other. It's because we're ever such close friends. Are you sure about that? Well, that's just how friendship is sometimes. Is that how your best friend talks to you? Oh, well, this isn't about me, heh. But, you know, I even saw Linnea and Lake holding hands a little while ago. I think there's something else you were missing. Zephyr said he saw Linnea and Lake holding hands a little while ago, which is pretty wild. You should scope out your evidence and see what that lines up with illicit hand-holding. Got Bronya's itinerary in your evidence pile, which might explain why Linnea and Lake were holding hands. Oh yeah, I do. The buddy system. Where's that? Yeah, accountability. Oh, I put it on the wrong one. Yeah. Was it this one? Wait, before continuing, I would like the court to examine Bronya's itinerary for the trip. Oh, let's see it then. Objection. Your Honorable Tyranny, I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to the case. That feels suspiciously like stalling for time. What's wrong, Stealth? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Cece, don't air out our laundry like that in public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? You know that I have a weakness for grammatical punctiliousness and, well, fastidiousness in general. Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own. Ooh, you really know how to wrinkle my pressed collars. I love to see this kind of stuff. Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item of the itinerary, you'll find reference to the term accountability buddy. What's an accountability buddy? Well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's humiliating? Yes. As if I never have to feel Linnea's clammy, sweaty palm in mine again. It would be too soon. Hey! So you're saying that Linnea was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make one she Daria's? Oh yes, we always have so much fun together. No, we don't. Bronny, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us more about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt. I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you ask, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair-ups on this trip were Lank and Linnea, 2, Wanchi and Daria. These were decided by Linnea and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Oh, of course. It would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. Wait, didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was, cold? Well, yes, I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of the series, too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony I said that we do not currently experience any problems. That would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist. What kind of special duties? By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities. Like, 1, handing out the snacks, 2, taking care of the locker key, 3, doing bed checks, 4, keeping track of the luggage, 5, leading the travel games and group sing-alongs, 6, etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do. It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. Wait, is there any significance behind the pair-ups you chose? No. What did the rest of you have to say about that? Well... Objection! The rest of you are not currently on the stand. They've been interjecting the whole time and you haven't complained yet. because it wasn't advantageous for her to complain until now. I am impressed, Dels. You've got it in you after all. Must I remind you that the job of an auditor is to investigate lapses of judgment and decorum within the deepest and most secretive bowels of the Empire? We are the ones who decide the fates of legislators who lose their way. We have to be at least twice as canny, if not half as brutal. I'll have to watch my back once we're off planet. Well, not if I watch it for you, sweetheart. Wow, was that an innuendo? I knew this trial would awaken things in you. This quadrant vacillation is whack. I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get back on track? There is no significance behind the accountability pair-ups, and that is all I'll say on the matter. Sounds like there's an accountability pair that had access to the lockers. Show off the locker key and check who had it when the book was stolen. Locker key, check who had it when... So Lank and Lanera, Wanshi, and Daraya. So I know the key is the one I have to do, but I don't know which one I have to do it on. The second one, sure. Wait, did you say that the accountability pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Tirona said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Lanera and Lank from 1515 to 1545, but Tirona saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under a tunnel at 1540. So, it means that Daraya had no way to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen. Meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? And I must vigorously reiterate. Ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With this rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Tizius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument, preparing to decisively, irrevocably, methodically iron it out. Stop drawing it out, Stealth. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of the sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taking this seriously. Observe the condition in which the locker was discovered. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. All you've done is prove your client's guilt. What clever rhetorical feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tizius? Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong. We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey, maybe Jiraiya did do it after all. No! We can't give up just like that. You know we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right! Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying, this seems like a personal problem that had anything to do with me. So, what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case open wide and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit? I might. Something about the toy and trying to fix the toy with that. What about this? Stop embarrassing yourself. Nope, not that. Okay. Present whatever until it progresses. Maybe this will change your mind? Yawn. Okay, this time I have it for sure. Please, can I? Your honorable tyranny, I think we're finished here. I think you might be right, buddy. Well, wait. A little disappointed, to be honest. Thought I'd be a better show than this. Don't. Dry, let's go. Wait! Attention, everyone! Before we do anything hasty that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. 1. The lock was vandalized using a sharp-cutting implement. 2. Although this could have indeed been accomplished using the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train car that could achieve a similar effect. 3. For example, a bladed strife specifice. There is someone sitting in the galley right now currently in possession of such an item. 5. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible, therefore. 6. I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand. You mean Tagiri? Tagiri, this Jadeblood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? How wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with a blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a lowblood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joey's not going to rise to some weak bait light. Just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we are having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specifice such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all, trolls here? We sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again. Keep from the top. If you insist. But why? It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I had the motive and the means. To compensate for your natural deficiencies, I will throw you a bone and admit that, in such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specifice such as a nail file. Stop right there. You dare to cut me off in the middle of a sentence? Yes, I dare. It is my right as a defensive legislator. No, it is extremely rude. What? Hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of the court. Okay. Interrupting definitely out of bounds? Yeah, what do you think we are? Complete monsters? Wait. Is that true? That it's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced corundite slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of these cheap locks we use. Lake, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. Your honorable tyranny, this tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred, move it along. Oh, concurred, move it along. Okay. Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, your honorable tyranny. This entire discussion is pointless. Back on track, girls. Okay. What do you have in your evidence pile that could prove this beta-tier nerd was lurking around the jade lockers? There's only one item and you're lame enough to belong to Tagiri. Threaten him with it and see what happens. Yeah, it's his internet history. Oh, the toy. Okay. I was gonna say his internet history. Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 125 injection model polystyrene model of the XXIXIIV mode model Imperial drone last active during the Rustblood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course everyone knows that. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the jade lockers, especially since you claim to hate jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you. You wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. Well, wait. Objection. Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it is very clever for you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air, but you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? I think I might have, actually. There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who is lurking, we are trying to figure out who broke into Bronya's locker. Even if Tagiri is the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet. Obs from the auditor. Auditor. I don't know if this sword boy worth any of our time. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is guilty. Great. No. Now, just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would ya? Is that customary under the Hypno trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. No, of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test out all the variables, huh? Oh, you know just how to sweet-talk me. And how does his honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? I'll allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tagiri was hanging around the jade lockers. It has to be his internet history, right? There's a crack in the drone model that Tagiri repaired, could be relevant. Nail polish. Are you absolutely sure about that? Oh, it's asking me yes or no. For sure it's the nail polish I gotta present here? Yeah, okay. Yes, I'm sure. Well, what you got for us, Joe? This, huh? Interesting. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together. But my babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that nitrocellulose dissolved in butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tagiri has done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behaviors since this case started. So he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say to witness? I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have possessed advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile, you have only provided the material motive. You have yet to present a cogent psychological reason to prove Mr. Irsama's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patera Benter, hit me with your best shot. Well... Now I present the model and show that it's cracked and stuff. I'm assuming. Or this is the time for his internet history. I think it's time for the... Yeah, I think the history. I have something that can prove you wanted to read Fresh Teeth. I have your internet history. How'd you even get that? I mean, how is this going to help your case? All you're going to prove is that I'm a genius of the highest caliber who spends his days exploring literary masterworks. Reading literary masterworks? More like reading cheap, exploitative, X-rated nonsense. I implore the court to look further at some of these searches. Female rainbow drinker, spade rainbow, reader quadrant vacillation fang femdom, bioluminescent waifu gifts 2D animated 3D PD. Female rainbow drinker, heart, reader, hurt comfort, Quizilla, XXX, suck my bone dry. Need I go further? You are making a mockery of my intellectualism. These are searches for only the most serious of scholarly works. Then, do you care to explain why you were searching for this weird stuff if not to get your rocks off? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it a filthy. But inevitably, I owe you no thorough explanation, for my internet searches relate to only the most sensitive of topics, a man's waifu. And if you're forcing me to reveal my waifu without consent, well, that's essentially challenging me to a duel. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. I am proud to say that my waifu lives among the highest of echelons. Even God tier does not suffice to describe it. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stelsa might just end the trial right there and declare Dariah guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Dariah innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive ledger acceleration that I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables, we're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. And then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. If it's not salacious, then what is it? It is the dark web contraband, text that the masses cannot handle. I am elite hacker admin of a hidden virtual library which hosts reams of the forbidden texts. Okay, you're trying to make it sound really cool by using all these big words and being abstract and stuff, but to me it seems like you just enjoy reading naughty novels. Plebs like you may consider it naughty, but I operate on a higher plane of existence. I understand real literature. I am an expert in all sorts of banned books, from censored cartoons to the edgiest of light novels. So, does that include the Rainbow Drinker Emotion Saga? Like you knew about it before this whole train ride? Of course. What kind of elite level poet warrior would I be if I were not aware of every single banned book that had ever been written? And that seems pretty important. I think you should mention that you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. It's not filthy, it's fine art. If you read the book, you know what was in it, right? Indubitably. Do you think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all we have to do is prove he's never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds to something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. Objection! Is that a threat? It would be if I considered you worthy of unleashing my blade upon. You are nothing but a squirming wriggler. Actually, I'd probably be the one dueling you. How would you like to duel? I'm pretty okay at stickball, even though sometimes I get a little wild with the Q-bat. Well, while I'm sure you've amassed some physical prowess on account of your sludgy blood and hand-to-mouth lifestyle of those of your ilk, I'm afraid an uneducated meathead such as yourself would be obliterated in a duel against me. I would not rush to such hasty provocation if I were you. My duels are not duels of the mind, my duels are duels of the mind, not of muscle. Yeah, I guess I'm not that smart. Weren't you just talking about using your sword on me? It was a metaphor. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Troll philosopher Sun Tzu. I think he's scared of you. No way, that would be silly. What makes a waifu, pooped here? Well, you've queried the right troll. First off, a good waifu must exist only in the two-dimensional plane. The third dimension is imperfect. It will never be pure enough to sate those with high-caliber tastes like me. Secondly, a good waifu possesses the demeanor of a delicate purbeast. They must attend to your every mental need without complaint or resistance. Thirdly, they have to print well on a body pillow. If they do not meet any of these requirements, they are shit tier. I'm sorry I asked. I can see you're not getting it. No, I think I get it just fine. Don't worry, your low-blood think pan simply isn't prepared for such an extremely advanced subject. Let me provide you with the quintessential example of bad waifuism so you know what to avoid. Any member of didnt. In fact, as a group, they stand as perhaps some of the clearest examples of what irreparably soils a waifu. What? Objection, this is absurd. I don't want to talk about boy bands. Overruled. I want to see where he's going with this. What? Let's start from the top. The indigo blood. Honors. Perhaps the most tragic of the lot, his pectoral development is magnificent, and yet this is somehow his downfall. A tragic case of putting one's eggs all in one basket. There is simply nothing more to note about his person. Abysmal dancing prowess, remedial singing ability. What? And to be honest, he's what we in business call a butterface. Sir, I must respectfully ask, do you have eyes? Then the cerulean brand... something. No, stop. A beautiful and skilled singer, I'll admit, but his waifu quotient is severely diminished by his sluttiness attribute. Kimani is simply a revolting slattern. Just from looking at him, you can tell he consorts with many more trolls than he has quadrants. The group bucket. Truly it disgusts me to even think of this one. You're being so mean. I can't believe this. The teal blood Tiagon has a teal myself. I find him particularly offensive. First of all, to waste our blood's cast boundless intellectual ability on being a little dancing man is a shame, no matter how impressive his steps may be. Second, I can't help but feel he is cribbing my brand by wearing that hat all the time. It's personal. Third, he never responded to my challenge to a duel. A rank coward. I think I'm gonna pass out. And then there's the jade-blooded rapper Actius. Oh no, not Actius! What can I say but those shoes? Good troll lord, those shoes. I've got to agree with him on this one. No, the first slides are dope as shit. Dariah, please, Actius is the fashion sense of a dumpster goblin. And he's simply a complete dumbass. What? Would you stop trying to brag that you know him? What? Believe me, there's nothing I feel about my acquaintance with Actius that even vaguely resembles pride. Just hearing his name makes my gastric sac churn. Sorry to interrupt your little slap fight, but I believe that it is I who is conducting the vicious roast here, not you. My apologies, please continue. Lastly, there's Vestry, the olive blood. Him, I admit, his diminutive stature and impish demeanor. His grub-like yet seductive features that belie a maturity beyond his sweeps. Oh god. His icy manner that conceals a tender inner core that reveals to only his most trusted allies. Ah, were he not but in possession of one dimension too many. In the end, he too is consigned to the ranks of three-dimensional pig disgusting. I'm gonna kill you! This is so trite. Why does this matter? Why are you all screaming? H2D are beautiful sinless idols, and I can't stand to hear this bastard talk about them this way. Their posters are all over the walls of our caverns. They're probably the leading cause of fights in the cloister. There are only so many people in the cloister to pale with until you've got to turn to idolatry for something new, I guess. Plus, I don't have to look Actius in the eye every day for the next sweep after I'm done. If you ever had, you wouldn't want to. Shut the fuck up, Link. Am I the one? Sorry, Stels. Can't say that there's to my taste personally, but I can objectively acknowledge that H2D is a perfectly serviceable suite of waifus. Objection. No, you can't object. You're on the stand. There are rules we must follow. Your honorable tyranny, sir, I must request we move on from this completely pointless and irrelevant tangent and get back to the trial. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold the phone. I think I want to hear more about this Vestry guy. No! Definitely gonna have to trick this guy. He says he's read the profane text, right? Why not show him a different profane text and see if he falls for it? The social pervies. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh, my starbrood, how you have abandoned me like this! I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate spirit Swordstain will be culled. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously this is a passage from the profane text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Emotion Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by Soldier Per Beast Volume 16 Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Yeah, Soldier Per Beast is a totally different genre too. I think he might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Shut your grub chute, you quivering normie bitch! Okay. I am many things. I am handsome, I am hardcore, and I am indescribably badass, but I am no liar. Alright, clap clap, good show, guys and gals. This is all settled now. Can we all agree to get this man off the stand? Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. didn't claim the passage of text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you now. Please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. Don't you understand? I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I looked like an absolute fucking badass as I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the Bishonen anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it, because my brain is the size of a fucking planet and both sides of it are in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh jeez. Alright, I think we've had enough fun for the day. Let's end this LARP session and... Are you listening to me? I said I did it. I'm guilty. Guilty. Fucking bother, my buddy. Just be some juicy confess. Fine, if you're so committed to getting called, I may have to oblige you, but since I am so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Gosh, this trial's a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool, it's just some insider info I have. Tigiri, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over or I petition his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, big bud, she knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Irsama's locker. Now pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Shing! Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? Tisius, no, you need both hands so you can hold things. Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See, no matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Tigiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this out of Troll Spencer's gifts. No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the sandboard if he has a fainting spell. You got it. Wait, but if Tigiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this foolish diversion was already identified the high-quality nail file found in Daria's locker. And that nail file is Daria's! Well, alright, tear her apart already! Now here's a gal who knows what it's up. I'm calling her on her. Now here's a gal who knows what's up. I'm calling on her to attest. Oh, wait! Before Linera steps to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone! Oh wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor, sweet, innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Linera's secret diary. Her what now? Linera has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How did you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within are detailed dates and times that prove Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion saga. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditor scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each J-Blood was during the theft. All parties are accounted for excluding Linera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course, I will now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then Daria had to go toddle off to the Blue Bug car to hit on someone, like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes? At 15:30? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a blank who makes my blank tremble. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that, and how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Linera censors her diary with nail polish. That seems counterproductive. That seems so in character for Linera to do. It's so funny. She censors her own freaking secret journal with nail polish. I didn't write any of that. Okay, I maybe wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack, lol. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up. While this was extremely helpful, we will have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait! I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? But we were at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know, I could use an intermission. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. Why do you have to phrase it that way? Lanera's secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single jade is accounted for during the theft, except for her. And she's certainly got a motive, and could probably have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? Well, I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we got nothing to cross-reference. Like we're relying on this one piece of evidence alone. If this journal is the only truth you have, then you've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? Then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it's your duty to investigate further and cull your uncertainty before it grows into a monster. I see. The helpful hints, the winks and nudges to elbow us in the right direction, your extensive notes in the case. Yes, you know what's really going on, don't you? Wait, what? How'd you get my notes? We traded them for flashlight batteries. What the fuck's a flashlight? Whatever, yeah, I know who did what and who was where, but if you have my notes, you can just read them, right? Actually, your handwriting is so bad we can't figure it out what they say. Except for that one page with the fanfiction on it. So what, you think I'll just up and tell you who did it? Hell no. I'm running an experiment and I'm going to see it through to the end without contaminating the results. Ah, this is unfair. But since you went through the trouble of sleuthing up my trial diary, I suppose I can tell you if you're on the right track. Present 2 pieces of evidence to me that proves someone committed a crime. And I'll tell you how right you are. Diary nail polish? Oh, okay. I fucked up. I can do that again, right? I didn't mess it up? Okay. I have a question though. How long until the end of the game from this point? I can load again? Oh, I have to get that right, or else I fucked it up? Oh shit. Which autosave? Okay, from here. Okay. So diary nail polish. Yeah, I just want to know how long until the end of the game from here, because I might keep going, but also my throat hurts and I've been doing this for a couple hours now. Where's the diary? Ding ding, you got it. Now for the tricky part. Who committed the crime? So it's Lanera then, right? Which would be her, this one. It depends on how fast I go. Well, I'm gonna try to read everything as much as possible. We're probably not gonna go very fast, and yeah, I can't do this for a couple more hours. But it's Lanera, right, at this part? Because it's her stuff, her nail polish, her diary. No? Oh. Wanchi. Oh, okay. Well, I guess she's the one who brought it up. But I'm really confident in my accusation, guys. I want to make sure everybody hears it. Can we start the trial up again? Hell yeah, we can. Go wreck some shit. Okay, so I'm actually... I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna stop. I know it's getting to the juicy part. But I can't really talk anymore and I think this is gonna go on for a bit, so... This will be where I will save it for now. And then we will do this again some other time. I don't know when. Maybe probably next weekend. Because that's when I have time to do these things. Because my voice hurts. But yeah, that was fun so far. I don't know why, but I think Lanera is just like the funnest character. Like, it's just so ridiculous. I don't know. I don't think she's my favorite character, but it's just... she's really funny. But yeah, I will stop here for now. thank you for the friendos in the chat helping me along. I appreciate it very much so. And have a good day, guys.